Hello, everyone. I'm continuing the reels that I've been making about books, books that I'm in, books that I've written, and also books that have really interested me. And this one, as you can see, is about Atlantis. This is by Professor Arysio Santos, and the full title is Atlantis, the Lost Continent Finally Found. Now, I don't know how many of you actually believe that Atlantis ever existed. I myself think that it did. And I can tell you, Professor Arysio Santos, when he started out like researching it, he was very skeptical about it, but he told me he did over 20 years of academic research and he came to the conclusion it was very real. And a little bit about how I came to be in touch with him was back in 2002, I was holidaying in Tenerife in the Canary Islands. And I found out that there were people called the Guanches who once lived there before the Spanish invasion. And also that they'd possibly made pyramids, because there are pyramids on Tenerife. I became really fascinated by all of this. And so I thought I'd see if I could find out what I could on the internet. And I Googled Guanches. And I came across Professor Santos, Professor Arysio Santos, and his works on Atlantis, and I got in touch. And at the time, it was all like new to me. The Guanches people were new to me. The Canary Islands were new to me. But I soon found out that, for one, some people actually believe that the Guanches were survivors of the descendants from Atlantean times. Professor Santos did not agree with that. But he had some pretty amazing theories about Atlantis. And the one thing is that people over the years have been suggesting all kinds of places where Atlantis actually was. I'm sure you've heard this. Some people have said Crete, for example. But he didn't agree. In fact, what he said was that he thought that everybody had been looking in the wrong places. And he believed that what is now Indonesia, that Indonesia is all that's left of what was once Atlantis. And he thought that where it was gave it very close access to Asia, to India. And he thought that there were colonies there of people who were very much in touch with the Atlanteans. And he had some really amazing theories. As I said, he spent over 20 years of academic research on it. And his specialist subject, by the way, was actually nuclear physics. He was a professor in Brazil. But his non-academic subject was Atlantis. And he told me that he became absolutely convinced it was real. And he felt that he was on some sort of mission to tell the world about it, because he feared that we might, destroy the world in the same way the Atlanteans' world was once destroyed. So that was how I got to know him and how I became very interested in this. And I'll just show you the book again. And I was telling you, yeah, we had some fascinating theories. The one was that many plants which we have today, which are used for entheogenic purposes, maybe they have hallucinogenic properties and are used by shamans and tribal peoples, he thought that they were probably once selectively bred by the Atlanteans. And he had theories all about this. So that's one of the fascinating theories that Professor Arysio Dos Santos had. And he wrote this book, which you can see here. And I can't remember whether I told you earlier, but there is a huge site about Atlantis and about its ideas, which is atlan.org. So if you look for that, you'll find it. And I was so impressed with his work that I actually mentioned his ideas about Atlantis in my own book, Saving Mother Ocean. There it is. And with that, I think that I'll leave it there. So thank you for watching.